Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear this morning. We have a special guest here in the studio. But first, let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and his hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. High today, 88, low 79. Water temperature at the end of the pier actually dropped a couple of degrees. It's down to 80 degrees even. Take a look at our river reading brought to us by Panama City, Coca-Cola. We're looking at the Apalachicola Bluntstown at 7.3. The Apalachicola is pretty level. It's sort of level out. There's not much movement, but take a look at the Choctawhatchee at Kerrville. Man, it's on the way up. All this rain we've been having is right at 6 foot now, headed on up. It's going to get on up next couple of days, and maybe by the weekend it'll start dropping out. So that's our river reading. Take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Today is Tuesday, July the 11th, and we have decent tides today. Nothing to write home about, but we have the high tide is at 5:30 this morning, right now, pretty soon, and the low tide is going to be tonight at about 5:15. All right, so that takes care of our weather. The wind will be coming west-southwest at about 11. So we'll take a break, come back with our special guest. Okay, welcome back, folks, and welcome to our special guest this morning, one of my former students, Brittany Gale. Good morning.
Good morning, Coach Chester.
Brittany Gale Erdman was in my class back around 2015 or so, and outdoor girl extraordinaire. And I knew when I had her in class. And also, tell us a little bit about yourself. You grew up around the outdoors, and
I grew up around the outdoors. I've been hunting, fishing, diving. I got certified in diving when I was 14. I learned down in the Keys. I would hang on to the back of my dad's tank and we'd go get lobsters and stuff.
Yeah.
My dad, when I was little, he actually pulled me up with a rope into his climber. So I was really little and hunting and doing all kinds of outdoorsy stuff. So you did
all those things, and your dad was with FWC.
He was, yeah. I don't know the exact years, but yeah.
So it's been, when I had her in class, I couldn't teach her much because she already knew so much.
That's not true. He taught us a lot.
Oh, it was sweet. Real quick, we'll look at one picture real quick because this sort of typifies while I run into them. Tell us about this picture real quick.
Okay. I was with Taylor Jones. We were with her family. We were fishing a tournament. I can't remember what the tournament was actually called, but...
Oh, down in St. Andrews. That was around Sunjammers.
Yep, Sunjammers, which coincidentally, my boat's there now.
Okay, so she's actually, you're a captain now?
I am. I got my 100-ton masters.
Wow.
Yep.
Why am I not surprised? She's always been around it, and you know, when you graduate from school and all, most people don't know what to do, but you always knew you want to do something outdoors.
I went through a few different jobs that didn't fit me. I was a hostess, and then I worked at a real estate agency. Behind the desk is not for me.
Yeah.
I actually worked on the pirate ship for 5 years, and that's how I was able to get my 100-ton, was because I had so many days on 100-ton ship. Okay. So, and then now I'm doing this.
How hard was it to get a 100-ton license? Was it pretty extensive testing and all, or just?
I mean, there's 3 different tests, and you have 3 times to get them right. You can, each one you can take 3 different times. Mm-hmm. If you fail those, you have to take an online course, and then you can go try again. But I passed all mine on the first try.
Very good. Oh, very good. So you're thinking about doing something outdoors. So
yes.
After you do all these behind the desk stuff, you still have this yearning to do something. So what happened after that?
My husband, he was like, you know, I got my captain's license. He was like, you got to do something with it. You know, you just can't have it sitting in a drawer. And so we decided.
Well, tell us about your husband. What does he do?
He is a charter fishing captain out of Captain Anderson's. He runs the New Beginning right behind the restaurant. And
if you look at it on Facebook a lot of times, different captains all post their catches. He catches a bunch of fish.
He does.
He really does. And that's a great tradition there, that boat being there. And so he's a captain, so y'all, again, he's telling you, encouraging you to do something with it. So,
yes,
so what's
he's been a very big encouragement. He
Yeah.
is one of my biggest supporters in my
Yeah,
life, so
yeah.
that is for sure. A friend of ours was actually selling the boat. I was going to go work for a different company, and then we got this on a good deal, and he was like, "You're going to do your own thing." I was like, "Okay, yeah, just throw me to the wolves."
So what were you thinking, and in what field? I mean, exactly what do you want to do with that boat? What were you thinking about? What are some things you wanted to do to start your little company and all?
I really didn't know, because he was in, the business of boating and everything. So he did the advertisement. He's done all that. I've been like learning stuff, but he definitely took it and made it what it is, because I had no idea what I was doing. I drive the boat.
Yeah.
He's my manager. We can say that.
Well, you knew you didn't want to be an offshore captain. You didn't want to do anything.
No, I didn't want to do fishing. I see how stressful it is to, have to come back with fish. And it makes your boat so dirty. The lead weights bang up against it and chip it. And I'm like, my boat's so pretty, I don't want to hurt it.
Tell us your typical day of your husband. These charter boat captains, folks, they're in the season, their workload, we don't realize. What time does he get up?
He wakes up around 3 in the morning. He leaves. He gets there an hour early to get the boat ready. And then here lately, he hasn't been getting home till around 10 o'clock. If he comes home, sometimes he stays on the boat.
He stays on the boat.
Yeah,
because
they have bunks and stuff, so they'll sleep on the boat.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not a glamorous job as you think it is, and this year it's been so rough out. The wind has been so rough. I keep up with it every day. We've talked about it on the show. So I know it's been a challenging year.
Yeah, he actually has a wood hull boat, and one of those waves actually hit it wrong, and the front bowed in a little bit. They gotta fix it.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
They started taking on water, and they realized it while they were out on a trip, and we're like, we gotta go home.
Wow.
Yes.
That's really scary.
Yeah.
Well, but we're blessed with electronics now. You just boom, 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 and get somebody's there.
Yep. They took it and haul out.
I know.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break with Brittany, and we'll come right back. Okay, welcome back. Sitting here with Brittany Gale Erdman, and Brittany Gale has started a business of her own. One of my former students who has an amazing background in outdoors, and I wasn't surprised when she went in this business. But we've got a couple more pictures to show. Then we're going to talk about her business. And let's see. Let's start. We're showing this one up out right here. And you fishing here? Okay, so you got that's a big flounder.
It was. We caught it off of a dock pylon.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. It actually got wrapped up on it, and it's sitting there dangling.
Oh, no way. Okay, so who are you with?
I am with my best friend Taylor Jones, now Taylor Petty.
And
that was at our place in Georgia.
okay, listen, are you a Georgia Bulldog?
I am.
Well, Jeff Peck, our producer, is a big Georgia Bulldog too. So
Hey, go Dogs.
Okay, he got their thumbs up, and so very good. That's a nice fish too. Okay, so then you decided, okay, we've got a couple more. That's some nice trout.
Yep, that was when I first started dating my husband. We went fishing quite a bit.
I guess he was impressed, huh?
Yes.
Oh, you mean this girl can
Just
catch
a
this kind of
little
fish? So anyway, Bee by the Sea Adventures. Okay, take a look at this. This is her webpage here, Bee by the Sea Adventures. So tell us a little bit about it. You started it, so tell us, what do y'all do?
We take people out sightseeing. I don't really say dolphin tours because you never know if you're going to see a dolphin or not.
Yeah.
There is a place called the Camel Humps, and we actually get to see turtles there quite a bit. So you just never know what you're going to see. We've seen a manta ray. I actually saw a hammerhead shark the other week in the channel.
Ooh.
It was like 6 foot. It was pretty cool. I was really excited.
Cool.
My people were like, a shark? I was like, you have
Okay,
sharks here?
I
was
know.
like, yes, we have sharks here.
Okay, here's it. Bee by the Sea Adventure. Hello, I am Brittany. Lived in Panama City my entire life. My love for the outdoors started at a very young age and progressively grown. I've been a water baby and excited to call this my job. I pride myself on making your trip as fun and safe as possible. We live in a beautiful place, amen, and I can't wait to show you around. So here's our phone number here, and Folks, 850-630-2721. We'll show it again before we leave. But what happened? You just saw there's a need. You know, a lot of people come down here, and there's a big need. There's a big need. A lot of us go offshore fishing and all kinds of stuff, but there's a huge market of people just want to basically go on a boat ride. They just want to get out on a boat.
More families than the guy groups that want to go fishing.
I know. So you're feeling that need. And when I saw you were doing that, I said, this is ideal. All of you, almost everybody watching, has folks coming in from out of town or friends coming in from out of town, and they ask about it. And all of us don't have boats to take them. Some of us do, but then we want to go fishing. We don't want to ride them around in a boat. But so you saw the need. So y'all leave from Captain Anderson's area? Or no, you're in Smith Yacht Basin. That's
yes.
Right. Your husband,
Brandon's at
Captain Anderson. So y'all got the two places covered. That's neat.
We do.
So and people can actually you can sort of. It's not an 8 to 5 job. You sort of get together and say, okay, what's convenient for you and you and. Yes.
So on the website we have 5 times, but I've only been running about 4 times during the day. We have a 9:30, a 12, a 2:30, and a 5:30, which is the sunset tour.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't ran all 4, but I've ran 3 in a day, and going from taking pictures to that was a little exhausting.
Well, speaking of pictures, here, this is my favorite picture. I've looked at all of them last night. This is you, and this is your boat. Tell us about it. What kind of boat is it? It
is a Carolina skiff. It's around, on paper, it's like 28.8 foot. I can't remember the exact number on the side of it. It's like 2.8 something.
Well, those Carolina skiff boats, there's a history of them where they used to advertise with us. They're such safe, stable boats.
Yes.
And I mean, you get so many people on them.
It's rated for 18 people, my boat.
No
I was
way.
like, where are we going?
You can put 18 people
That's what it says, 18.
Oh my goodness, look. We're not going to put 18. How many normally average? Roughly?
6 people. We can take up to 6 people on that boat since it's not Coast Guard regulated.
Right, 6 people. So a family can go out there. So you load up and then you sort of head out. What particular? How do you pick out a spot to go to? I mean, weather or what?
Weather. I usually start right outside of our basin. There's a sunken shrimp boat called the Felong High, and it actually has a little skeleton hanging from it. So I go over there and I tell them that's Lieutenant Dan because the skeleton doesn't have any legs. So that's my little joke.
That's funny. Okay, so. Here's a typical, this picture here, what does this show here, just kids?
So those are the kids that were just sitting there. There were some dolphins out there. I didn't get the picture with the dolphins coming up, but they were enjoying themselves. And
it's fascinating to them, look at that.
Yeah, they were getting ready to go snorkeling.
And you go over there by the island?
I am on the backside, the Gulf side of the island in that photo, yes.
Cool.
And then there's my old job and my new job.
How'd you like working on that boat?
I liked it. Yeah. A lot of screaming kids.
Okay, let me see. Here we go. There's a dolphin.
Yep, there's a dolphin. That one actually came right up to the boat. That's pretty cool. Those people.
This is a thrill, and kids will never forget their experience seeing a dolphin. They will always talk about it.
Yes.
Especially when they go back home.
That's the same dolphin. That's how close it got up. My phone, I can stick it under the water. I have a waterproof case, so I get a bunch of videos and stuff.
So you took all the pictures.
I did. Yep.
Oh, this is a great pic.
Yes, I love turtles.
So this is in St. Andrew Bay, or?
That's at the not the turtle humps, the camel humps,
the
right
camel
there.
hump.
Yes.
That is a legendary place.
Yes. A bunch of turtles love it there. I don't know why, but they're always there.
Yeah, I think it's just a good place for food. Mm-hmm. Check this out. They putting on a show for you?
They were. That was a sunset trip, and we were sitting here watching dolphins playing in the current over there by the rocks, and one of my people turned around and said, "Oh my gosh, they're jumping!" And they were quite a ways away, so I didn't think we'd be able to get over there when they were still jumping. Mm-hmm. But we did, and it was pretty cool. That was the first time I've seen that.
Like I say, they're unpredictable. You never know.
They really are.
And I can remember taking folks out like you, just people coming in from out of town, and when my daughter got married, she brought a group of people down for the wedding week, and I took them out. But we went out there and saw the dolphins, and they were just could not get over. They're from Tennessee,
Yes.
and they just could not get
People
over the
love
things
the
they would do.
dolphins.
It was crazy. All right, and this one, what's this one doing here?
Coming to say hello.
Look at that smile.
It came right up to the boat. We were watching some in front of us, and I turned my head and look off to the side of the boat, and it's just doing that. I was like, oh my gosh, guys, look.
I mean, it's like a big smile on the face, like, hello.
Yeah, he's like, you got any fish for me? No, I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the next boat.
Yep.
This story here, okay. Let's tell us about this.
So this is one of my snorkel spots. It's over there in the Spanish Shanty Cove. People call them the pyramids. I call it fish camp because it looks like an old teepee, tent.
Yeah,
So fish swim in and out of it. So I like it. There's usually little damsels and stuff on it.
How deep of water is that in?
That's about maybe 10 foot,
Okay.
something like that, depending on the tide.
Maybe you'll get down to it.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to take our final break. Come back with Be by the Sea, Brittany. Be right back. Okay, welcome back. We've got a great story we've got to get to, but first let's take a look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. Our times today, 6:45 to 8:45 this morning, tonight, 7:08 to 9:08. Real quick, how did you become a Georgia Bulldog fan?
My dad was a Georgia Bulldog fan. My mom's an Auburn fan. And my mom says I was a Georgia fan because she couldn't buy me a tiger and my dad bought me a bulldog.
Okay, that's a good story there. Okay, also, I want to check out this. Y'all look at these matching cups. She brought this morning. Where did you get that?
I got it at Sunjammers.
How cool
Down
is
there in
that?
St. Andrews next to my boat.
I love it. Then you also bought one for your friend.
I did. I gave it to her as a Christmas present.
That's what kind of friend you are. So that's cool. Okay, we got to move on. We got all kind of pictures and all. Let's finish up on the pictures if we can. Here we are. Let's see. Oh, here. Do you supply fins and that kind of stuff?
We have fins. I don't use fins all the time. It just depends on what spot we're on. I have masks, snorkels, all that kind of stuff, and they're
Okay.
sanitized after every trip.
And you have a cover, so we.
Yes, I have a bimini top.
Good.
Yes, comes in handy.
Is the family just
Yes, that was a great group. They were really fun.
that big old smile? You know they had a memorable vacation doing that. Look at
Yep, those are the same people.
Thumbs up.
Yep.
2 thumbs up.
We went and snorkeled the
You know-
jetties that day.
Oh, how cool.
Yep. And
Getting to watch the
that was a
dolphins.
sunset trip.
Oh, I found some sand dollars.
Yep, found a bunch of sand dollars. I didn't know. I don't know if you know this or not, but if you hold a sand dollar long enough, your fingers turn orange.
You know what?
They secrete something, and it
That's
turns you
that's true.
orange.
It does. It does. I hadn't done that since I was a kid. I'm glad I forgot about that. All right. So this is behind Shell Island. Or what?
Yep, right there by the rocks, snorkeling the rocks.
That's
seeing
a
all the
pretty
fish.
area. Yeah,
It
that-
is. I actually found a spiny lobster there the other day.
No way.
Yep, it wasn't legal size, but I was like,
That's
oh
a
my
good.
gosh.
That's a good sign if they're coming in there like that.
Yes.
That'd be neat to get.
Well,
those.
there's a few on the other side,
Yeah.
in St. Andrews rocks, like the deeper part.
Yeah.
Some friends of mine that they go diving and see them.
That's cool. All right. What about this one?
This is my husband's boat. I was out on a sunset tour and saw him coming by, so I figured I would get a video, and I took
Oh,
a picture from the video.
That's cool.
And his logo is basically the exact same thing with his boat going that way and then the sunset behind it.
That's a
So I
great
thought it was
picture.
really cool.
Did y'all wave at each other?
I was trying to,
He didn't see you.
but he didn't see me.
Yeah, here's your dad taking you in the tree stand, okay? And
Yeah.
you're wishing him a happy Father's Day there. That's a great, he taught you to look, okay? And then one more, he took you fishing too,
Both of those are in Georgia.
up in Georgia, okay. So let's take care of a picture. I'm gonna go back to how people can get a hold of you. And I would say, if you have someone coming down or something, here it is right here, Be by the Sea. I love that name. And here's a phone number right here at the bottom, okay, 850-630-2721. Now, how long does your season last? How long do you run?
I haven't gotten that far yet. Since this is my first year running. I feel like it's going to be like any other tour agency. It's going to be around from like March to October. But if someone wants to go.
Yeah. Well, listen, if get a hold of Brittany and all, but it was just we're running out of time. I love having former students. Here she is, a young entrepreneur, and the thing about a business like this, you bring joy to people who go out with you. And
some of those smiles are great.
I know you can't
forget it.
You can't buy that. Real quick, what's some of your favorite things about outdoor education class?
I mean, I've always loved the outdoors, so to actually have a class where they were teaching you more in depth about it, you know. I mean, who doesn't want to go? I learned how to fly fish, you know, and we learned how to fix a cast net with safety pins or something like that. I think we fixed it.
And what you probably could use, I hadn't thought about that. You might could throw nets and just catch them and let them look at the fish and release them. That might be a little, you know, in the fall or something when they're coming through. You got so that class did help you a little bit.
It did. I mean, I had braces, so when we were throwing cast nets one time, it actually got caught on my braces and about ripped them out. But you know, I was smiling too much when we were having fun, so I was smiling and then threw it, and it was like, yank.
She was always smiling. That's why I just loved her attitude, and I'm so glad and so tickled to see you doing this kind of career because it just fits in. So, asking you to support her. And you don't have to be from out of town to go on a boat ride. You can be here in town and just ride around, you know.
I've had a few in town people.
Have you? Mm-hmm. See? There you go. And maybe like a little birthday cruise or something. Take a kids or something. Just say, let's go ride around on a boat. That sounds good.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
It was fun.
I've enjoyed it.
I knew this was going to be fun. So, listen, give Brittany a call, and I'm gonna check you out. I'm gonna call you and see maybe when y'all are going out or something, take some pictures and interview some people and all.
That'd be awesome.
Down in Smith Yacht Base in St. Andrew. That's cool, folks. Supporting our local businesses and you know. I can't get over her age. Just a young girl doing this on her own, and so good luck to you. And
thank you.
And tell your husband keep catching those fish. I know he'll get some rest pretty soon.
Hopefully.
Okay, folks. Thank you all for watching Panhandle Outdoors. We appreciate your viewership. Take care of outdoors and enjoy the outdoors, and do something good for someone today. And God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.